Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive with us.
It's great to be back.
Today we're going to be looking at two pretty different world events.
Yeah.
One that just happened very recently and tragically, and one that is a bit more of a slow burn.
Right.
But
Interesting contrast.
yeah, very much so.
Yeah.
The first is a devastating earthquake that just happened in Tibet.
Right.
And the second is Argentina's brand new president and his very controversial economic reforms that he's trying to push through.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out.
So first,
Yeah.
the earthquake.
Yeah.
This was a 6.8 magnitude quake.
Wow.
It hit near Tingra in Tibet, and it literally just happened yesterday.
Oh, wow.
On January 7th as we're recording this.
This is very new.
Yeah, very new and
Tragic.
extremely tragic. The early reports are saying at least 126 people have been killed.
Oh, God.
188 people injured.
It's awful.
Thousands of homes have been destroyed.
Oh, no.
And there are over 30,000 people who've been displaced.
Yeah.
Shift gears a bit and talk about Argentina.
Okay, sure.
So, as you mentioned, we have a new president in Argentina.
Yes. Javier Milei.
Big personality.
Big personality.
Yeah.
And he's really shaking things up, especially when it comes to the economy.
He's not afraid to make waves, that's for sure.
He's really not.
Yeah.
And he's pushing through some very radical economic reforms.
Radical is one word for it.
Yeah, so.
Can you kind of break down what exactly he's trying to do and what these neoliberal policies are all about?
Sure. So basically, he wants to shrink the government significantly.
Okay.
He wants to reduce the size of the public sector as much as possible.
Okay.
And he's a big believer in free markets.
Okay.
So he wants to privatize a lot of industries and services that are currently run by the government.
So things like transportation?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Transportation, utilities, potentially even healthcare and education.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a pretty sweeping agenda.
It's a big change.
Yeah, and it's making a lot of people nervous.
Well, especially because Argentina has a history with this kind of thing, right?
Right back in the early 2000s, they went through a very similar experiment with neoliberal reforms.
And it didn't go so well.
It did not.
What exactly happened back then?
Well, basically, the economy crashed,
Yep.
unemployment skyrocketed,
Wow.
poverty increased, there was a lot of social unrest. It was a really difficult time.
So why is Milei trying to do this again?
Well, he believes that this time will be different. He argues that the previous reforms were implemented poorly,
Okay.
and that he has a better plan.
Okay.
But a lot of people are skeptical.
Yeah, I can imagine.
They're